Welcome to another edition of Fantasy Central. I am your commissioner. Exciting week last week, halfway through the season. To recap our games, we had Juicy Lucy with a big win over 19-0, which has 2 losses in a row. He barely squeaks out a win by 2.5 points. The Big Onions comes up big over the Beavers, who decided not to start Drew Brees, and as a result loses by 83.5 points. The Ninjas over Team Mariachi by 53 in the Toilet Bowl game to figure out who's the worst team in the league. And the Footlongs over Legion by 7.5 points. We had 49'em winning 3 games in a row, beating Victoria's Secret by 75 points. And then Cutler's Butler also ends the Colts win streak and starts a win streak of their own by beating the Colts by 5 points. And so that recaps week 6. This week we wanted to feature 2 teams that are on a roll. There's only 2 win streaks in the league right now. Team 49'em has won 3 games in a row. And Cutler's Butler on a win streak of their own of winning 3 games in a row as well. And no one else has won more than 1 game in a row. And so what we did is we had Shauna go to 49'em headquarters to speak with Nate Olson on his recent win streak, how he's been able to turn his season around.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. I'm here with Nate Olson. Wine'em, dine'em, 49'em. Just kind of love to say that. Has a little ring to it. You're doing very well right now, aren't you, Nate?
I am. I think I'm on a roll.
You certainly are.
Yeah.
You lost 3 in a row, and now, you were rolling in the backward mode,
right.
Reverse,
exactly.
And now you're rolling forward.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. Couldn't be more happy.
Well, that's great. And you won. Who did you beat this week?
I beat Griffin, the Victoria's Secret. Not so victorious last week.
Oh, no. What a shame.
Yeah.
And you beat them by quite a margin, didn't you?
Yeah, like over 70 points or something ridiculous. It's kind of embarrassing for Griffin, I think.
I think it would be very embarrassing for him, because he likes to win so much.
Right. He's a Miller.
He is. Some of the other teams barely squeaked it out, but you had a big win by.
Yeah, I did. And I wasn't surprised.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't surprised at all.
That's confidence for you folks.
I knew my team would come together, and they're starting to roll, so.
Do you think they'll stay together, or do you think this is just the peak and it's going to go down?
No, I think this is just the beginning of a really good thing. So I'm expecting big things weeks to come. Next week I think will be a little bit tough.
Who do you play next week?
I play Cannon's Colts, something like that.
Those horses.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm not too worried about it, but we might have to just take this up as a practice game. I got a couple guys on buys, so.
Makes it difficult.
It does. But I'm just enjoying the streak. I can't complain.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I have to say, you're still one of the sharpest dressers in the league. You might want to think about going into designing uniforms or something.
I'm really just looking for the trophy at the end of the season from the commissioner.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope you get it.
Yeah. But, if there's a bonus that comes with the most fashionable, I'll gladly accept it.
Okay. Well,
gladly.
I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay, please.
Thanks for being with us tonight, Nate. And
thank you, Shauna.
You're welcome. And back to you, Mr. Commissioner.
Thanks, Shauna. Looks like 49'em is hitting the home stretch, looking for the playoffs there. And also, the other team that's really hot right now is Cutler's Butler. Started the season 1-2, has won 3 in a row, and is tied for the best record in the league. But let's go to Shauna, who's at Butler headquarters with the owner of Cutler's Butler, Jeff Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. I'm here with Jeff Miller, owner of Cutler's Butler, and I see that you're trying to rival Nate Olson as the clothes horse of the league, dressed to fit the team name.
Not trying, doing.
Oh, and very well, may I say. Now, Jeff, your team started out a little slow, not as slow as Nate's, but you've started on a roll, and you've won 3 in a row.
Yeah, we plan on peaking at the right time. We didn't expect to be good at the start of the year, but we're getting better each and every week.
Well, that's super. Now, you're part of the Ned Nederlander, one of the Three Amigo teams. Is that right?
Yeah, we're in the Ned Nederlander division, which is the best division ever created in fantasy football history.
Oh, what about Dusty Bottom? Always liked that name.
They're not that good.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Talk a little bit about your division.
You know, we have 3 teams in our division in the top 5 ranked. No one's even close to that. It's close though. We have a close division. There's 3 teams that are 4-2, which is tied for the best record in the league.
Well, that is really great. Who do you play next week?
You know,
Mr. Butler.
I play the Little Beavers is who I'm playing this week.
The Little Beavers?
The Little Beavers. You know, they've been struggling as late, but you know, we're not too worried about who we're playing. We're looking at peaking at the playoffs, so you know.
Do you have a strategy for this?
Yeah, we just kind of mosey through. We like to be low in the points so we can be top of the waivers. You know, and just kind of squeak through till we get to the playoffs, and then teams, you know, they won't be expecting what's going to hit them when that comes.
Well, that is really good to know, and I guess we'll be expecting lots of big things from the Butler.
Yeah, we do serve other people, and you know, people expect us to put on a show for them and make things look great for them, and you know, fans come out to watch and expect good things, and then that's what Butlers do. You know, that's why we're Cutler's Butler. We put on a show, and you know, we're going to be there at the top to hoist the trophy on a platter. We're going to put the trophy on a platter with, you know, we'll have this towel to support it, but that's our plan at the end of the year.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing that. Thanks for being with us, Mr. Butler, and back to you, Mr. Commissioner.
Thanks, Shauna. These teams are definitely going to be hard to knock out of the playoffs coming up here in 6 weeks. But now we're at the halfway point of the season, and so for our news portion this evening, what we're going to do is have a few mid-season awards, more mid-season leaders of some of the awards. For the best offense so far, the team that scored the most points, there is some teams close to him, and he's done it all year. It is 19-0, leads the league with the most points scored. As far as the best D, which is the least points scored against your fantasy team, this one's pretty close too, but right now Cutler's Butler leads the league in the defensive category. Most points in a week so far. It's been close, but $5 Footlongs is in the lead. He had 150, I believe it was about 154 in a week so far, so he's leading that so far. Later for the Toilet Bowl is Team Mariachi. He's the only team that has not won yet. He lost the Toilet Bowl game against the Ninjas last week. The best trash talker so far, going to give that to the Colts so far. He's the one that's on the board every week, on the message boards, talking a little bit of trash. He's been on there the most, so he's the leader in that category. And the last one we'll talk about is the Trade Guru. There's been a few teams, you know, there's been quite a few trades. Cutler's Butler, the Colts, Secret, 19-0, the Beavers, they've all pulled off big trades. And so this one's pretty close, but for right now, Butler in landing Maurice Jones-Drew is in the lead with that one. We are also going to have another award that will be on there shortly, which will be the Waiver Wizard, which is going to be the team that picks up the best players on the waiver wire. That will have an award for that at the end of the year too. So we're halfway through. Very even so far. There's 5 teams that are 4-2, 5 teams that are 3-3, and so it's anyone's game. Remember, 9 teams make the playoffs, so 3 of you aren't going to be in. So make sure to make all the moves you can to get into the playoffs where anything can happen. But that's our show for tonight. Have a good week, and we will see you later.